Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr. Did I say that too quickly? Did I not wait till it turned on? I don't fucking know. All I know is I don't have time to do this shit today because I got to run to the airport. So this is Bill Burr, and this is time for the Thursday afternoon, Monday morning podcast just before Friday. And I'm just checking in on you. Just checking in on you. My wife is still sleeping downstairs, and I don't even think I have time to do a half hour, so I'll tell my guy to tack on a little more. Mr. Thumulus to tack on, enough time so it fucking works out. All right. I'm on my way out to Philadelphia. And I actually didn't know American Airlines flew direct there now. You know why? Because they bought fucking U.S. Air. It's like fucking 9 airlines left. That's like the race right now. You know, who's going to own everything? Like all the airlines first or all the banks? Either way, you're not going to have any fucking options, right? It's going to be all American Airlines. And this is what the price is. Would you rather walk? Yeah. And shut your fucking mouth and get on the plane. We'll put you down by the luggage. So anyways, I actually got a few more suggestions about cheesesteaks when I go to Philly. Of course, I don't have them in front of me because I just had to take my fucking dog out who's been up all night. She had the shits, so I'll be looking them up. So I think I'm going to get 2, one in the afternoon, one at night. You know, just gradually give back all the fucking weight that I took off. I'm up to $173. Ugh, brutal. But I just got to hang in there and maintain like 171 to 173. You know, I worked out yesterday. I just took my dog for a hike. And I just got to maintain this shit. I just got to make it to November 16th because then I'm basically off for the rest of the fucking year. My year's done. It winds down, and, I'll just work out like a madman. And then it's great. Last time I was like 187 when I had to drop down. Now I'm just 173. That's all right, right? So anyways, yeah, my dog last night, fucking thing, I don't know what happened. It just was I don't know. It's starting to get old, man. It's kind of freaking me out, man. It's kind of having, if I don't take it out enough, its bladder's a little bit weak. I guess when you get them spayed or neutered, that can be a side effect, which it never was. And I took her out in the morning and I gave her a bath because I knew I wasn't going to see her for a few days. So, wanted to have her up on the couch, watching the Hawks fucking Blues game, right? That was the game plan. What ends up happening, I didn't take her out for, I waited too long. She ended up fucking tinkling on the goddamn couch. And then I had to take her out. And then my wife is just like, we're not going to see each other for a couple of days. So there goes the fucking hockey game, right? One of the great ones of the year. Blackhawks go up 5-2 in the first period, scored 5 fucking goals in the first period. And you would think the Blues, well, that's it for them. Thanks for playing. Go get yourself some deep dish, right? All of a sudden it's 5-3, right? 5-4, I think, after 2, and then they tie it up 5-5, and then in overtime, Vladimir Tarasenko scored the game winner. Actually, all I did was watch the highlights. It just seemed like a fucking... That's one of those games like a basketball fan could enjoy. Like a true hockey purist would be like, there was no goaltending, there was no D, or whatever the fuck they would start fucking whining about. Like those kinds of people in baseball that enjoy a pitcher's duel. I don't mind a pitcher's duel if they're just mowing people down and they're keeping it moving. But if they're grabbing their nuts and tugging on their fucking shoulders... and it's taking 9 fucking hours. Basically, if it doesn't happen in October or in April, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm really cunty towards baseball. I don't know what happened. I used to be that guy that could watch a game in May, June, July, and August. I'm just not anymore. It's got to be April. Like, oh, the summer's coming. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to that crowd. Paying for parking. They've blocked off all the streets. So they own everything, and they can compete with the Yankees. And then I liked it again in October. That's basically it. Oh, by the way, respect to the fucking Kansas City Royal fans. Did you see how many fucking people showed up? Jesus Christ. I mean, granted, they hadn't won it in 30 years, so, there's a bunch. Do you realize, think about that, 30 years, how quick that fucking goes by. 30 fucking years goes by. That means if they won it when you were like fucking 18. I was 17 the last time they won it. You're thinking, they won it. You know, they came close in 1980. They fucking, did great in 76, 77, 78. This is what it's going to be like. And then they just drop off the fucking table. The next thing you know, you're 47 years old going, oh, yeah. I remember when they won that in high school. What was that, like 20, 30 years ago? One of those deals. You just feel like you're fucking 9,000 years old. But anyways, yeah, a bunch of people showed up. I mean, that looked like that rivaled the Red Sox one when they broke the curse. And that was only 30 years. So great baseball fans, as you knew they would be. They were incredible football fans. So, and I don't know why, dude. I actually kind of became a fucking Mets fan, which goes against everything. I'm supposed to, hate every team from fucking New York. But Mike Price, one of the co-creators of F is for Family from The Simpsons, sweetheart of a... He's just such a fucking sweetheart. I just wanted him to be happy. Not saying he's not happy. I wanted him to see a championship because he was watching. I remember last year when we started writing the show, like they Mets were in a good position and they just started, tanking. And he had like, I was like, how'd they do last night? He goes, they lost, and he laughed. I go, oh man, I'm sorry. I go, you're gonna watch him again tonight? And he laughed, and he goes, yeah. He goes, we'll probably blow it again. Like that's a real fan. You know what I mean? Like when Verzi was talking shit about not shit. He was just talking to me, going, dude, did you see how few Mets fans were left last night when KC clinched it? That's a disgrace, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, it really isn't. That's actually the norm. Because when your team sucks, your stadium is half full. All right? When they get good, it's full. And then when they start to suck again and they start losing, if it looks like they're definitely going to lose, like half the stadium empties out. So really every team only has enough fans to fill up, true fans, to fill up half their stadium. All right? All those extra seats are for when they're good. Does that make sense? Especially the ones down around home plate, the ones that you see on TV, because those are all hookups. You know what I mean? Have you ever walked up to the gate to buy baseball tickets and they're like, yeah, hey, can I get 2 tickets for the fucking whoever the fuck they're playing, for the Pirates or whatever? What do you got available? And they got like 2 right behind home plate. Never happens. Those are Illuminati tickets, right? Those are people who work at like Nabisco, right, and blew some guy from Nestle, and gave money to Hillary Clinton or something. Those are the people. The kids are those people that suck some of the richest dicks in this country. Their kids get to sit down there, right, and they don't appreciate it. They show up in their fucking Ferrari. They got an 8-ball in their fucking shirt pocket. The second they're down by 3 runs, they're out of there. They're already craving to do another bump, Either that or you're like 100 years old and you got your bottom way, way, way back in the day. But even then, once they fucking build a new stadium, they end up squeezing you out, right? And when it comes out, the local newspaper writes some article about Joe Sixpack and now he's at the top of the stadium. And the fucking ownership goes, well, we're going to look into that, but at this day and age, in order to maintain a competitive team, we have to look at our... Right. And then the whole story goes away. And then those people up there that Bruce Springsteen and John Cougar Mellencamp always sing about, right? That Al Gore talks about when he talks about, I tilled the land, I held that tobacco between my fingers. I don't know why he sounds like George Bush, probably because I'm limited when it comes to impersonations, right? Those people, they're all up there. Those people, right? People that work for a living. People that still tell racist jokes, at an inappropriate time. Those people, the backbone of this country. The silent majority. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, so my dog woke me up like 3-4 times last night. And I remember thinking like, wow, this must be like what it's like to have a newborn baby. And I thought about it for a second. I was just like, wow, parents are still pussies because this isn't that bad. You know, as much as she got me up 4 times last night. I'm deliberately just teeing this up for everybody. Like, 4 times? Try 4 times in an hour. I hate parents. You know, I fucking hate them. Is there anything worse than watching 2 people make a conscious fucking decision to change their life and then whine about it or want to fucking meddle for the rest of their goddamn life? All right? You weren't diagnosed with the child. There's no tragedy here. You decided to have one. Or maybe you didn't, but you knew how they were made. So that's your own fucking recklessness. You got a fucking kid. Quit your fucking whining. And just because you got a fucking kid doesn't mean everything on TV has to turn into 2 fucking Muppets throwing a beach ball around. All right? People who are adults who don't have kids should still be allowed to watch quality entertainment. All right? How fucking hard is it to not have your kid watch that shit, especially when they're really young? You can't just walk up and turn on the TV like you could as a toddler, walking up, sucking your thumb, you know, coming in, dragging your blankie and you're fucking wearing your diaper. You just come walking up and you just reach up, stand on your tippy toes, right, and turn the fucking thing on. Now you need the remote. All of those fucking buttons. All you do is you just don't show the little maniac how to turn it on. And then even if he knows how to turn it on, you just keep the remote on top of the fridge. Right? And you show him where you put it, too. Because then maybe he'll try to climb up. He falls down. He hits his big head, right? Gets his first concussion. Break him in, you know? Like the way they used to break in a new car. People used to think you go out there and you drive like 100 fucking miles an hour. That was the way to break in an engine. Evidently, it wasn't. Evidently, toddlers falling off a stool trying to get a remote control off the top of a refrigerator, banging their little soft heads isn't a good thing either. It's not bad if a kid gets a concussion. It just sucks if they go bald later on in life because you see that flat side of their head. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about. I had a great time being back here. Unbelievably fucking tired, by the way. And I had a benefit to do, Ronda's Kiss, which is this great benefit that raises money for people who are diagnosed with cancer yet do not have the money to afford treatment because we don't have nationwide health care in this country for whatever fucking reason. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean? I love people who are against it. It's like, I so want to have nationwide health care because at least I'll get something for my tax dollar. I don't understand. What are they doing with all the fucking money other than overpaying the cunts that put him in the office to go build a fucking bridge? Huh? Oh, he's on his soapbox. So anyways, and this was put together by Dave Kushner, who's doing the music for F is for Family. Him and his wife, Christine, put the thing together, and what was I going to say? He's former guitarist of Velvet Revolver, so there was all these fucking rock stars there. He asked me to come down and open the show. And then, of course, he said, hey, do you want to play a song? And that's my rule. I won't force my hobby on anybody, but if you ask me to play, I will play. You have been warned. So we ended up playing A Whole Lot of Love, and I somehow was able to fake my way through it. And I got to play with Duff McKagan, I swear to God, Gilby Clarke, and Kesha. And then it was me. It's fucking awesome. And what was funny was, I kept bugging Dave, going, Dave, what song am I going to play? What song am I going to play? And he's so busy putting together the fucking event, him and his wife are, that, he didn't get back to me till like 3 days before. And he goes, you want to play A Whole Lot of Love? And I typed back, no, too difficult. And then I just said, fuck it, stop being a pussy. So I write yes. And he goes, all right, cool. So the event was Tuesday night, and Monday, I came back basically Sunday after 2 weeks of fucking drinking and having not played drums in forever, and also being a stand-up comic who really isn't even that good of a drummer. And I went into we went in to rehearse it, and I probably played the worst I've played, and it was even bad for a comedian who sort of plays. I was fucking up the fill that entered the song, you know, those dun dun ba da 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 gun to gun. I was fucking that up, and I was just, oh my god, dude, it was horrific. It was fucking horrific. I mean, they were totally cool, helping me along or everything, but the night before the gig, I couldn't sleep. I was just laying there in bed going, I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna fuck this up. And I remember Gilby said, hey, just make sure tomorrow. They're totally cool and supportive. He just goes, dude, just make sure tomorrow when you come out, he goes, just really hit him. Don't tickle him, hit him. And I'm thinking, oh God, this guy thinks I hit like a bitch. Thinks I'm a little girl. And so the day of the fucking gig, when we were rehearsing, there was no singer. And that was messing me up even more, aside from the fact that I suck, right? So I ended up, I went online and I just looked up Whole Lotta Love, No Drums. And someone had just put together this track where it wasn't Robert Plant singing, so it was different phrasing than Robert did. So all of it was enough to be a little bit different. And I just played to that like 1,000 fucking times. And we went down and did the gig, and I somehow pulled it off. And, I don't think I fucked up too bad. I didn't see anybody trashing me on the internet, but Duff was nice enough to walk over and stare at me during those dun dun, and he was just going, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He literally had to hold my hand through that, and it was fucking great. It went great, and I still can't believe it. I still can't believe I got to do that shit, and it was one of the sickest fucking lineups. I mean, everybody was there, man. It was like Dave Navarro, Duff McKagan, Gilby Clarke, Steve Stevens, Billy Morrison, Billy Idol came out. Like, his whole band came out with Josh Freese on drums. I got to watch him the whole fucking night. And then Billy Gibbons showed up out of fucking nowhere. I swear to God, it was like a rock and roll Hall of Fame night. Mark McGrath was hosting the thing, was fucking killing me. That guy is so fucking funny. He was standing there and he was giving everybody the intros and making everybody laugh, as he was bringing out the bands. And at one point, he just pointed out to nobody in the crowd. And he just goes, what did you say, sir? Did you just say, hey, Mark, why didn't you sing a number one hit that you wrote in 1997? Is that what you just said? Well, absolutely. And then he goes into that, I just want to fly. He was fucking hilarious. So I'm sure I'm leaving some people out. Juliette Lewis fucking murdered it. Sang Dirty Deeds in a Creedence song. It was fucking insane. That's all I got to say. It was absolutely fucking insane. And I got to slip in there for like 5 seconds. And I just remember after I watched like the first, 5 or 6 songs go down and my jaw's on the fucking ground. Like, I was literally like, I think I was speaking in falsetto. Like, they should have put me on first. But whatever, I survived it, and it was awesome. So, but I didn't tell you about the set I had. I had to walk out and do. I had to do stand up. Like, they wanted me to do a half hour, and like, you open for bands, man. That shit 9 times out of 10 that goes sideways. It's like you show up, everybody's standing up, people are talking, and they're there to see music and that type of shit. So what I learned at that event is you just sort of play to the pit. The first 4 to 10 rows, you just play to them, and then you just start going, people in the back, if you could talk a little louder, that would be great. You just throw those in, some self-deprecating shit. I probably shouldn't have ended with go fuck yourself at a benefit. Looking back, I wish I didn't say that. But other than that, it was an amazing night. So I want to thank everybody at Ronda's Kiss for having me on that thing. I will obviously do that. I would have done it anyways if I could just do stand-up on it, forget about letting me sit in and all that type of stuff. It was just a fucking incredible night. I fucked up, too, right before the show. I was starving, and I walked down the street. It was at the El Rey Theater, so it was on Wilshire. And I walked down, and L.A. is not a walkable city, so I'm just walking down the street, and it's just like, all right, IHOP, Five Guys burgers and fries, which, by the way, is so fucking overrated. It's ridiculous. With their stupid bags of potatoes laying around like, ooh, look how healthy it is, right? You know, and the fucking, I ended up going to Chipotle. Ugh, what a mistake. I got 3 fucking tacos over. I was literally just walking down the street going, all right, what am I going to poison myself with? There was some Japanese place. It was ONO barbecue. So I was joking like, oh no, no, barbecue. We don't know how to make this, right? I was just like, I'm not fucking eating there, right? So I ended up going with the Chipotle, and then that's not a good look. You don't want to shove 3 fucking tacos down your fucking pie hole before you do a half hour of stand-up, you know? And you know what's funny about Chipotle is how fucking guilty they are? I don't know what the fuck happened to them, but I came walking in there, and they had a giant... I was talking to somebody at the show about this. They had a giant sign that just said, food with integrity. And they show all these natural, you know, all this beautiful-looking food. What do you mean, food with integrity? What the fuck does that even mean? What, did it get busted for something? It didn't drop a dime on its other food friends? Like, what the fuck? Food with integrity. And it was just a picture of a bunch of food, healthy food. I don't recall anything else up there. And then next to everything up there, it had how much calories it was. Tacos, anywhere from 380 to 600. Burrito, anywhere from fucking this up to fucking 1,000 or 1,500. And I was just looking at the menu going like, dude, this is like a fucking sex offender that has to announce that he's in the neighborhood. The fact that they have to give out this much information about how much like what kind of shit is in this food. Then they got that stupid food with integrity. That was like the food version of, remember that Obama poster when he was running? It was all those different colors and he was just sort of looking up and it didn't say anything. Like, what I don't understand what that means. It worked though, right? 8 years. The man got 8 years. So anyways, you know what I did miss is I thought I had my recorder set to record the Bruins for the season this year, and for some reason, it's weird. It's like I went on the road and all of a sudden it stopped working. It's almost as if my wife was recording too many reality shows, and when she had to make a decision, she shut off the Bruins thing. Now, I could never get her to admit that. You know, but come on. You know, she does that shit to me, I'm telling you. And you know why I know she does that shit to me? Because I do it to her. If I'm taping 2 fucking football games and like, you know, keeping up with the cunts is coming up to stop me from taping things, like I'm shutting that thing off. I'm shutting it off. I don't give a fuck. Right? No? So anyway, so I thought my fucking recorder was going to record the Bruins stars, you know? Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Jason Spezza, right? I thought Spezza was the second line center. Tyler Seguin has Jamie Benn on one side, Jason Spezza on the other side. And the fucking motherfucker comes back and scores a fucking hat trick against us. I haven't even seen a highlight of it yet, but I'm happy for him. I don't know what happened to him with us. There was a whole bunch of the usual rumors that they tell the fan base, you know, whenever they get rid of somebody, they always say, oh, he was partying too much. Oh, he banged the owner's daughter. He fucked one of the other players' wives. It's always the same 3 fucking, you know, rumors. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but whatever, you know. There was rumors going like, oh, he showed up like fucking 3 games in a row wearing the same clothes. You know, because he's out partying. And I was just thinking like, you know, I think I did that at his age when I wasn't playing for a professional hockey team. I think that's part of being 19 and 20, right? So anyways, so we traded him. And like I predicted, that was going to be a wake-up. Well, my prediction was either he's just going to, if what they're saying is true, he's either going to tailspin out and then write a book about being a complete fucking alkie, or he's going to fucking, whatever he was doing wrong, he's going to fucking, you know, there's going to be a swift kick in his ass and he's going to start fucking, you know, buckling down, which is what he seemed to do. And just instantly, the second he got over there, all of a sudden he's fucking scoring goals. God damn it. I said that the other day. I think the Blackhawks are the only guys. The Blackhawks have a bunch of guys that they had to get rid of for salary cap reasons or whatever. I think they might have the most guys around the league that they got rid of that are either they're on the first or second line of every fucking team out there. It seems like there's like a former Blackhawk on like 7 or 8 different teams out there. Even the Stars, Patrick Sharp, who was on their first line, is now on their second line, right? Daily Face-Off. Who's been watching? Who's been looking? I fucking love Daily Face-Off. Anytime the Bruins have a game and my wife hasn't shut off the fucking recorder, I can actually watch it. All you do, you just go to Daily Face-Off, you click on the fucking team that you're playing, and, dude, they have them all lined up. Their first line, second, all the way to the fourth, all the defensemen. They got all the jerseys, all the numbers. I know I'm geeking out about this shit, but I would have loved to have had this as a kid. Oh, when I was a kid, you had to buy hockey cards and you had to memorize them. Do it for years. And then second, you got to memorize. Somebody retired and somebody else came in. So anyways, all right, what time is it? All right, 8:03. I gotta jump off here. I gotta jump off a little bit early here. About 4 minutes short. Let me read a little bit of advertising here because I got to get my ass to the fucking airport because I'm going back to Philly. I got a show to do and cheesesteaks to eat. All right, nuts.com, everybody. All right, this is an important message for all the nut munchers in my audience. Why are they trying so hard to be funny on these? Why buy small nuts at the grocery store when you can get big, beautiful nuts from nuts.com? There is an incredible website that I have to tell you about. I'm contractually obligated to tell you about this. Once I tell you the name of it, you'll find it hard to forget. Nuts.com. Nuts.com is a simple and convenient way to have nutritious, delicious, healthy nuts and so many other tasty treats from around the world delivered straight to your door. Right now, new customers can get 4 samples. Choose from over 50 options. That's a $15 value when you go to nuts.com. Why would you just fucking buy these at the grocery store? They're making it seem like they're fucking jewelry. You know, diamonds taken out of a fucking mine in Africa. They're peanuts. Click on the microphone and enter my code Burr, B-U-R-R. Since 1929, this family-owned business has prided themselves. Oh, here we go. This is why I said yes. These are the mom and pop nuts, everybody. Not like those evil corporate ones you get down at the fucking grocery store. Since 1929, this family-owned business has prided themselves on delivering the best in nuts and dried fruit you'll find anywhere. You can buy by the case or by the pound. Certified organic, certified gluten-free. Here we go. With or without salt, raw, sugar-free. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, all right. Well, they should have said that up front. Or maybe I could have been professional and not shit on them, right? Who knows? We're going to go to the replay booth. Choose from over 3,000 healthy snacks, including dried fruit, sweet treats, chocolate-covered nuts, every flavor of gummy bear, monkey munch, cookie, and baking goods. Almond flour, chia seeds. Monkey munch sounds like a fucking insult from the 80s, right? Hey, fucking monkey munch. Get over here. That's in the family of numbnuts, right? Chia seeds, spices, grains, any powder you want to throw in your smoothie. Oh, all right. My fault. I strike the fucking grocery store for my comments. Sugar and gluten-free items in the best selection, tons to choose from. Coffees and teas, over 39 different kinds of fucking coffee and over 170 flavors. Gifts, tins, baskets, buckets of nuts. Nuts.com. Big, salty, sweet, whatever kind of nuts you like to munch on. Let them take care of you and your taste buds. Right now, new customers get 4 free samples. Choose from over 50 options. That's a $15 value when you go to nuts.com and enter my code Burr, B-U-R-R. That's nuts.com. Hey, nuts.com. All right, one more. Boll Branch, B-O-L-L, and Branch. You probably spend more time with your bed sheets than anything else you own. You really shouldn't skimp on your bedding, you know. But most people do because great sheets are very expensive. Thanks to Boll Branch, that's not the case anymore. Boll Branch, see, 2 brothers. And when you spend the big bucks on sheets with a super high thread count, you think you're getting the best value. But what you're really getting is some marketing mumbo jumbo. Thread counts have nothing to do with quality. And don't get me started on so-called Egyptian cotton. That's just the name of a plant grown in Pakistan and China. You value your sleep, but whenever you head to a department store, you're forced to pay a huge markup for sheets that aren't even that great. Jesus, they're fucking blowing the lid off the sheet industry, aren't they? Boll Branch sheets are different. First of all, you can only get them at bollandbranch.com. So you know you're paying for quality sheets and not for overhead. I don't know anything about you yet other than you're shitting on everybody else that makes sheets. Let's hear what you're doing here, Boll Branch. Talking a lot of trash. You haven't even won a game yet. And quite frankly, they're the most comfortable sheets in the world. Oh, here we go. They're made with entirely organic cotton, and a night sleeping on Boll Branch sheets makes your day so much better. Wish it made my reading better. 3 U.S. presidents sleep on Boll Branch. Well, shit, who's left? One of the Bushes, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton. I bet he does, if he bangs some fucking broad, right? Did I soil those comfortable sheets? Anyways, 3 U.S. presidents sleep on Boll Branch. These are people who can afford to sleep on any brands of sheets in the world, and they choose Boll Branch. They really can't afford to. They don't get paid a lot. They only made $400,000 a fucking year, didn't they? Oh, that's right. Afterwards, then they go around giving speeches for $1 million a whack. And they wash the bribe money. Then they get the nice sheets. They even cut out all the middlemen. Department stores, markups, which, by the way, are up to 800%. So you're getting amazingly luxurious sheets for a couple $100. Boll Branch is so convenient, you'll love their sheets. What? Come on, Bill. Boll Branch is so confident, you'll love their sheets that they'll let you try them completely risk-free for 30 nights. Gross! And then what? If you don't like them, you give them back? Ugh. It gets even better. If you order right now, they'll give you $50 off a set of sheets plus free shipping. Just go to bollandbranch.com and use the promo code Burr. That's right. Get $50 off a sheet set immediately by going to bollandbranch.com and using the promo code Burr. Wow, that might have been one of my worst reads of all time. Look at that. I'm over a half hour. Still did a half hour. All right. That's the podcast for this week. Just check it out. You guys have a great weekend, you cunts.
And before we get too far into this, I do want to hype what you got going on here. You have a brand new show on Showtime called Dave's Old Porn.
Yes.
Which debuted about a week ago.
No, Bill.
2 weeks ago.
Jesus. Let's see. We're about 3 weeks in. And it's been
going
great. For premium cable, it's a hit.
That's awesome.
And a lot of people who are into retro porn, because it's mostly about the hairy 70s, early 80s porn of yesteryear, before Twitter. I've said this a million times, but before the web and all that kind of stuff, old VCR top loading,
Dave's Old
movies.
Porn. So just to let the listeners at home, Dave.
Yeah.
Just to paint a picture for them, what exactly, tell us about the show without spoiling, basically, what goes on.
Well, it's kind of the Mystery Science Theater of porn, where I bring out comics like this Thursday at 11:30 on Showtime. Bill Burr himself will be there.
That's right.
And we will be jumping from clip to clip through Nina Hartley, who is probably one of the greatest living legends of porn. Nina
Absolutely.
Hartley, delight. Super cool lady, and we watch her clips. Did you have fun watching her stuff?
Yeah, I was absolutely starstruck that she showed up.
Yeah, you
we
couldn't believe it.
I sat on a couch. It was me, Nina, and Dave watching and literally watching old porn and sitting there commenting on it. And I thought she was cool as hell. I was really definitely. I don't know how to I don't know, porn stars, they just don't judge anything. When you've just gone through all of that stuff that they've done, they just kind of like, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I freaked out at one point. You had
Don't give it away, Bill.
I know, I'm not.
We'll
teasing.
be posting a little bit of that clip
teasing.
this week on davesoldporn.com.
Doing a little teaser there, Dave.
What I realized is that, first of all, watching porn with women is different than watching porn with dudes. Sausage Fest, Bachelor Party, Let's watch a couple of stag films, get drunk.
Everyone with their legs crossed, trying to hide their heart on. If you're younger, right?
Exactly.
But
we brought out some of the funniest ladies, too.
Ladies!
Whitney Cummings, Chelsea Handler, Margaret Cho. And it's cool watching with a woman because they get the woman's perspective on sex and porn and on the whole thing. And they like it, but they don't like it like we like it,
Right. That immediately was fascinating to me. What did you find was different?
Well, they definitely do not like double penetration, anal, donkey punch, anything that any kind of jizz, facials and money shots. all that stuff is really not in their bucket list of, I hope one day to do this with my Prince
I think
Charming.
it all depends on, I think for most women that is like that, but then every once in a while you'll meet a real thoroughbred and they'll actually be relating to it the way you do.
Yes. It's hard to talk about.
I actually saw, I was messing around with this girl a long time ago, and I watched one of those Max Hardcores.
Yes, I love that guy.
And,
he's in jail now.
Yeah,
he's great.
And I remember saying to her like, yeah, you're not gonna watch my porn. I'm watching at this point is really twisted. You don't want to watch this shit. And she says like, no, God, put it on. So I put it on, and she was actually, I actually got self-conscious. I shut it off, and I was like, I can't watch this with you.
Yeah, you feel bad.
And then she was just like, what? What did she say? She said she wanted it, is the way she said it, which was just the classic accused line. And I had a lot of fun with that girl, Dave.
Oh, good for you.
I really
Bill,
did. I really did.
You're an unassuming type. So I never even thought you liked porn because some of it, I don't think you really understood what we were doing. But then I think once you got into it, you really dug in. And I like that because at first we were watching this movie that Nina made with Tracy Adams, who's another legend of porn, called The Ultimate Lover with Eric Edwards. And it's kind of a Frankenstein-esque film. And we try and jump through the whole film. And it was really difficult, wasn't it, to watch an entire movie?
Yeah.
I mean, you never do that in real life, watch a whole porn from beginning to end.
Yeah, you just go right to the point.
Yeah, exactly. Or fast forward or whatever. Or, the phone rings or your boss walks in. It's over,
Well, you know what it was about? I got this weird, I think it's the being raised Catholic thing.
Yes.
It's like as crass as I am on this podcast, all the shit that I say and some of the stuff I talk about on stage, I curse a lot, but I do stay away from sex. For some reason,
you're a good guy.
I can say cunt on stage. I can do all that type of trash women, misogynistic stuff. Arguably, I don't think so. I like to think I have a point, but for some reason, if I talk about sex on stage, I'm always really self-conscious, and I feel like I'm being crass. I don't know why, and I'm not judging someone who talks about sex. It's just personally, I think it has to do with that sort of upbringing. So probably the episode I did with you, that was the initial, going out. God, I'm talking about this. This is on TV because I had no idea what the show was.
Yeah,
I was how hardcore you were going to do it, or the way you guys were going to edit around stuff. Which I saw a clip, which is fucking genius, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's really funny. And we floating on the couch there.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, come on, man. You're 3 weeks in.
You're right.
They know.
I'm sorry.
I'm
like Lucas. I don't want to give away any of the secrets. George
Lucas.
Lucas
Thank you
for
we're working with an actual comedian and a human being and not having me digitally put in there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, let me tell you something. It rocked out because we had great comics like you and Jim Norton and Adam Carolla and, of course,
Has Norton's aired yet?
No, not yet. But
I gotta see that
Norton to porn is like he's the Sacagawea. Yeah. He can find a three-way. He can find a three-way at a church picnic. I mean, he is the best. I mean, he really gets into it. We have these great close-ups of him. But I can see for yourself how
he would
it was
be
a
like
little
a great analyst on ESPN, except it's porn. That's why I want to watch. That's why I was asking. When is Jim's? I got to.
Jim's is coming up. He's towards the end of the run. But right now, last week's show, for those who did watch, and I think your crowd kind of would dig this, like the people listening to this podcast.
Absolutely.
This podcast
Dave's old porn.
Well known. Was the young porn stars, Belladonna, Christina Rose, Bobby Starr, watching the old retro hairy porn. And you'll never believe this, Bill, but they found it quaint. They were like, look at this. This is adorable. The hair they didn't really dig, but they like hair a little bit. But the sex, they were like, look how adorable. They're cuddling and kissing. They don't do that. In today's porn, it's really like you said it in the show. I'm not going to give it away, but it's like a workout. It's like a P90X video. It's like fucking hardcore and extreme. So. Am I talking too much?
No, not at all. But
is that possible on a podcast to talk too much?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But you got to give me credit being 15 minutes in, and I've yet to go. So, Dave, what is the inspiration for your material? Did you always want to? What were some of the jobs you had before? I don't think we've said this yet. Thursday, 11:30 on Showtime. Dave's Old Porn, the new hit show.
Yeah. It's a hit. It's doing really well. It's right after Gigolos, which is about a couple of male escorts.
Great lead.
So there you go.
Got a great lead.
It's the late night block.
And then the Twitter account is @oldporn, and the the letter O in porn is actually not the letter O. It's zero. It's the number 0.
Because that's Twitter. But let me tell you this, Bill. If they go to the davesoldporn.com website, they'll be able to see pictures and clips of upcoming shows. Your show will be this Thursday, and other stuff that we have shot. So, but it's really it's when you say like, how did I come up with the idea? It's like I've been working on this idea for like 4 years. I think I've told this to you like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I want to say
drunkenly, whatever, sober.
We shot this like a year ago, didn't we?
Yeah, I shot some. Yeah, we shot this last summer, and it took so long to edit because it's all about post production. You saw, right. And but besides that, like I've been working on it for years and years, and I came up with the idea. It was co-created by Stuart B. I don't use his last name because he is in television, but Stuart Bailey, and he's helped me shape and guide it, and like Showtime is the best place for it because we're allowed to show everything up to penetration. So
that's
everything,
awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, and I thought when I was...
And there's always the one guy who's like, where's the penetration? It's like, I'm with you, dude. I'm totally with this guy. It's like, I feel like I cannot save this man, It's like...
No, you got it.
I love porn, so what can I do?
But what you're doing is you're kind of doing it the way they do movie trailers right now.
Yes.
Where when they show a movie trailer, they show the entire movie except for the basically the conclusion of the third act. They show you right up until how the hero solves it.
Right.
And I think that's what you're doing with porn.
Because
if you actually show the penetration, then there's no point. You want people to laugh. You don't want people rubbing one out as they're watching it, right?
I'd like a little of both. I'd like people to go like, that was funny, and now I'm hard. What do I do? Like that kind of a thing. And the dog runs out of the room, something weird.
Is this how you pitched the show when you came in? All right, what else we got? We got dilemmas here, Dave. Would you like to try a dilemma?
Let's try a dilemma.
A dilemma. Let's see if we can.
Is this like an ancient dilemma, like of a man stands on one foot and talks?
No, this is more just this is sophomoric.
Okay,
fucking horseshit.
I like how Bill, you don't even. Is this the first time you're seeing this stuff?
Oh yeah, I don't
That's
read
great.
this shit. I don't read. I just totally wing it. All right. Let me. It was a really brutal one here. All right. We'll give this to you, Dave. Would you rather eat a tablespoon of Kim Kardashian shit, or suck an entire fart directly out of Rosie O'Donnell, sucking directly on her obese balloon nut?
Wow. It sucks when you want to do both. It sucks when... well, I don't know. I would say that I would go... I don't know. That's a definitely coin toss, if you ask me, because I
mean, if anybody's shit's going to taste good, you got to think... I mean, she's so... primped and proper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess
I think
right.
she gets some sort of ass pedicure, I would think, like...
Oh, Kim?
Yeah. Once a week or something.
Every hole is insured by something, Lloyd's of London, but... no, she's super hot, so everybody would go with her, but you know what? I'm going to take it the other direction, go with the Rosie, whatever the hell you said.
Oh, look at that left turn.
I'll even take it a step further, because to show you how much I really have no self-esteem, I would eat Susan Boyle's box if it granted wishes. And even everybody goes, what if one of the wishes was you never remember eating her box? It's like, I don't even give a shit. I'm sure it's as sweet as her beautiful voice. Bill.
Oh.
Bill in your hypothetical world.
The noises she would make.
Non-pot. What?
The noises she would make.
Can you imagine?
I think she would pass up. Wouldn't that be great to get there on those children's novel pasty thighs? It's really she has like fairy tale legs, I would think. You know what I mean?
She has angel farts. She just queefs angel prayers.
I got to tell you, I think I would go with Rosie O'Donnell.
I would do that
because
too,
at the end of the day, it's air. And it just doesn't seem as bad. I'm going to go. I'm going to get
so hot though.
I'm going to get science. Yeah, but you're not really experiencing her. She's just going to shit on a plate, like basically how
you get to see her do it. She doesn't like an assistant brings that in, right? You get to see her.
She's very busy. She's out. She's dodging the everyone who was outraged that her sham of a marriage was a sham of a marriage.
But
I don't understand,
Bill,
who felt they got fucked in that one. Who do you feel bad for? The poor people at People Magazine that have $1 million to pay for those dumb photos.
I honestly could not give a shit about any of that bullshit or whatever. But I'm just going to say this right now. Don't you think just from living in America of pumping gas and using a cash machine that you've somehow over your entire life, just the contact of people of other people touching shit, that you've eaten a shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that if you add
collectively,
yeah, it's probably a nice big turd.
Yeah. I mean, you get your stomach pumped like Rod
maybe when you go
Stewart.
to heaven, like they show you like this is how much shit you've actually eaten. You know, like God gives you
No,
all
that's
those
hell.
like how much change you've given to homeless people. Like he has that chart.
You know, I had somebody in St. Louis did that. You know, you shake hands afterwards, and you always have like that hand sanitizer afterward. Yeah. And I actually had an audience member deny to shake my hand. He goes, I'm not because of everything.
Oh yeah,
And I was just like, yeah, you know, I totally understand why you wouldn't want to at this point.
Yeah, who
and I
gives
always
a
make
shit,
sure I if I'm going to scratch my face, it's always with my left hand. Like I totally get why, you know, Howie Mandel is probably the most famous for it. Doesn't want to shake hands, and people thought it was weird, but if you're really honest with yourself and you think about the last 24 hours, some of the things that you've done to yourself, and you maybe were in a hurry, you didn't quite clean up, you know.
But think about it this way: I've been to the third world, and like they can only
live to
dream
tell about it.
Yeah, and they can only dream of like
Toilet
wet
paper.
wipes and Purell and shit like that. I mean, you know, they're filthy all the time, and they love it, and they always have a big smile. You know, like, hey, what's up?
Don't they like shit on the side of the road?
Sometimes, yeah.
And they just like squat in the one fountain that's in their country.
There's some of that, yeah. I've actually seen that. So
don't
yeah.
they have like the People's Bidet?
The People's Bidet? Is that a new show? That sounds like a new show on a new network. We do it differently here at OWN.
All right, advice, Bill and Dave. We'll add that. I need your help. I dated this chick and I feel for her. I think I love her. What song was that? I feel for you. I think I love you.
I don't know. Bobby Darin or something?
No, come on, man. It was 80s. I'm going to keep singing it until you know it. I feel for you.
That's what I say about any song. Whitesnake?
I think I love you. What fucking... Oh, it's going to kill me all day. All right. Well, anyways, he said what split us apart is that she didn't like porn. And I promised her I wouldn't watch it. She had self-esteem problems, and like an idiot, I broke it. I guess he broke her self-esteem. Oh, this guy's kind of a dick. I tried fixing it, and for a while things went back to how they were. But she wanted a break. I agreed. But later she started to like another guy. I didn't like that and tried to get back with her. We had sex and things were going great. I thought everything would go back to the same. But later she said, we can't have sex. After, I felt depressed because I knew she didn't like me anymore, and she started liking this other guy. When I was depressed, I didn't talk to her much. It lasted for 3 days. This kid must be young.
Yeah.
It lasted for 3 days, and during that time, she started dating the guy. Brutal spelling errors, so forgive my already bad reading out loud skills here. This is we're about halfway through here if you want to start lighting this cigarette. I asked her why she went off and dated a guy she doesn't know. She said, because I was detaching myself. I want to get over her, but I'm having trouble. Only time I am happy is when I listen to stand-up comedy and your podcasts.
Did you write this yourself?
No, he goes, I'm smooching your ass there. I feel bad for breaking her heart, and because I feel like she didn't love me. Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy isn't even making sense. I was always there for her. She had many problems when she was alone. I stuck up for her. I know I screwed up.
Oh, this is like
this
a
is bad.
suicide note.
And
is
what
this kid okay? No, honestly, is he all right?
Anyways, he's basically asking, how can I get over her and move on?
Well,
what do you say, Dave? What is some
this is what I say.
Your formulas.
Booze and porn will help you in the immediate thing, but in the long run, you gotta just there's whatever. You gotta get out there. I mean, this kid, he's still trying to like get this chick, but she's already moved on. Because we all know one thing: guys got porn, but women can fuck any guy they want. I mean, honestly, like if you don't treat a woman right, she will go out and like fuck your twin brother just to show you that like you gotta, whatever.
Oh,
they're vicious. They
are.
can be vicious, or they can be amazingly cool. So either way, he should just say like, you know what, chalk this one up for experience, move on, next chapter in my life.
Yeah.
And use the porn and the booze sparingly, but keep it in the back pocket. And there are chicks that like porn, so maybe the next one won't have such a big problem about it. But this girl, it's called a dead end. Move forward. That's what I say.
I have one of my theories is when you break up with someone is you get the fuck away from them.
Good idea if you can.
Because women got that. They're just fucking geniuses when it comes to just knowing, right? They can just sense, like, wait a minute, he's getting over me. And then they'll fucking call you up and just spin your shit around and then just hang up and be, mission accomplished. And they just do that until they're over you, and then they just leave you in a puddle in the corner. So my thing is you just fucking you break it off, and that's it.
Exactly. You're right. Maybe this kid, he works with this chick, or she lives near him or something like that. But you're right. He's got to clear the decks, move forward, new experiences. Like, it's scary, but you got to just get out there and do shit. But the porn will help you, honestly. And
yes,
this girl should have been
friend.
such a priss about the porn thing. And, it's amazing how she got over him so quickly.
You're not going to marry this girl. You can't watch porn
Exactly.
with her. You can't watch porn with her. This isn't your wife.
I'm emotionally dead as an old man here, and let me just tell you something, kid. One day you look back and laugh at this if you still have teeth.
Let's get into some of the listener feedback for the week. I got something from Germany. It said, "Hi, Billiam. I'm a black Tunisian born and raised in Germany." So I guess he's from Tunisia, which I don't know where that is. If I had to guess, I would say Tunisia is right next to, let's see, not Vietnam. Nia's just laughing at me. What the fuck? What was that place when we were in Vietnam? We weren't supposed to be in the other country next to it, like Laos or something?
I have no idea.
Ah, Jesus.
That cab driver, right?
Yeah. Oh, that cab driver. What a douche. What a douche, right? These Americans, you're so stupid with the geography. Ugh. Really? You fucking goddamn scientist driving a goddamn cab. Yeah. Fuck him, motherfucker. So anyways, after listening to your incredulity regarding last week's listener from Hong Kong, I decided to finally write you and show you that it ain't no thing for non-native speakers to talk the talk. See, I kind of went African-American jive slang on that sentence. Oh, Jesus. He goes, it ain't no thing. Maybe he's trying to be funny. Or maybe he just saw an episode of Sanford and Son. I don't know. English is not that difficult a language to master. See, why are they such arrogant cunts? English is so simple to master. You Americans, you're so stupid. First of all, you fucking moron. If Germany was running shit like you wanted to, like you try, I shouldn't be yelling this shit here. Like you tried to for for 2 fucking world wars, do you think I wouldn't have a problem mastering Germany, you fucking cunt? All you fucking cunts over there who think you're so goddamn brilliant because you can speak English. The reason why you're speaking fucking English is because for a while there, America was running shit. All right? That's why you speak it. Not because you're fucking smarter, you dumb cunts. You're just as fucking stupid as I am. I've been over here. I've seen you. I watch you riding your bikes. I see you breathing with your mouths open. Stop acting like you're so fucking brilliant. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but you cunts are the same cunt that I am, okay? You're just in a different situation. Go fuck yourself. That's like if some white kid is born in Harlem, right? All of a sudden he knows how to dance and can pop lock because he's hanging out with fucking African Americans. Does that make any sense? Well, it does in my world. Go fuck yourself. I have had it with you fucking people from other countries talking down to me like you're not just as dumb as I am. All right? I am on a whirlwind tour of fucking Europe right now. I am traveling as an American. And I got to tell you, the architecture is brilliant. But I got to tell you, I'm not exactly blown away by the intellect. I'm not talking to people going, wow, this guy understands and can explain black holes. You guys are doing the same shit that we're doing. You're downloading music. You're trying to get laid. You want a sandwich when you're hungry. Go fuck yourselves. So anyways, he then goes on to say, English is not that difficult a language to master. Hell, everything else here in Germany is a cheap knockoff of American lifestyle, entertainment, fashion, music, etc. You think we wouldn't somehow learn to talk American English? Well, excuse me for giving you a fucking compliment. You Tunisian-born Germany cunt. All right, from the Ukraine. Hi, Bill. I just really want to let you know how famous you are. I'm living in fucking Ukraine. Not even a capital of Ukraine, in a very small town more like a village, and I'm listening to your podcast every Monday. How cool is the internet? There's some guy in the Ukraine, yet another place that I don't really quite know where it is. Once you get into Eastern Europe, because when I was growing up, that was all fucking Russia, wasn't it? Once you got beyond Poland and Germany. Shit, once you got to fucking East Germany, wasn't that Russia? Ukraine, is that near Romania? Or is that a lettuce? I'm sorry. That was just a silly salad joke. I'm living in the fucking Ukraine. And I'm listening to your podcast every Monday. Also, I heard all of your podcasts since you started. I was born here and never live in an English-speaking country. I learned a little bit of English in school and pick up the rest from your TV shows. See, I gotta admit, that fucking blows me away. You just sit there and watch a TV show and you can pick up English? I want to talk to you. Like, what what English do you just like walk around going, hey, 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 up your noses with rubber hoses. Oh, Mr. Cocktail. Is that what you do? Do you just speak like American television characters? Who's giving who? This is one of these things. I'm jealous of these people's abilities to pick up languages because I want to be bilingual. But I don't, you know what it is? I don't have to be. You know what it's like? It's like climbing up a rope. Doesn't everybody want to be able to do that? Just grab a rope and without using your fucking legs, just go right up it like you're James Bond? Who doesn't want to be able to do that? But the thing is to get through life, you don't have to be able to do that. So most people never pick up that sort of strength. Language is the same thing. If I don't have to learn how to speak it, I mean, to sit there and actually just sit down and give yourself a fucking homework assignment, I don't know. I'm failing miserably in my Spanish. And, I'll go fuck yourselves. You know what? You guys win. This is like a game. Your special teams are better than ours in the language department.